The new state-of-the-art feed mill at Kansas State University has taken animal science and feed manufacturing to a whole new level. One of its latest research projects is tied to battling PED in the swine industry.
The OH Cruz Feed Technology Innovation Center is actually two feed mills in one, really. We have a main tower that conducts all of the feed manufacturing and supplies all of the feed for the animals on campus. And then we have the Cargill Feed Safety Innovation or Feed Safety Research Center that is an adjacent facility that has really unique research capabilities.
We asked Jones what kind of an impact this facility has had on research for feed ingredients.
It's really unique, actually. We have a facility called the Cargill Feed Safety Research Center that is one of its kind. It's a biosafety level 2 laboratory, which means that it's been approved, that it contains and has been built to serve as a lab that can contain pathogens at the biosafety level 2 level. And those types of pathogens are things like Listeria, Salmonella, and porcine epidemic diarrhea virus. And so we get to utilize that facility to actually purposely infect or contaminate feed ingredients and complete feeds, and then determine ways to mitigate it or to take down that disease level. So that in the end, if we have a problem in the feed industry with any of these potential pathogens, we can supply real-time answers on how to practically mitigate these circumstances.
There are two projects underway on PED research, which are part of a grant from the National Pork Board. Both studies started in May, with plans to wrap up by the end of the year.
What we're doing with these first two, or the first of these two studies, is actually a study looking at feed processing, and we're going to put PED-infected feed through a pellet mill and look at different combinations of temperature and time to see if we can mitigate the PED infection in the feed. And the second study will actually be a study looking at different chemical mitigants that we can then treat the feed with that will hopefully destroy or disrupt the PED that's in the feed, such that we can hopefully prevent the pigs from being sick.
Woodworth explained how testing feed ingredients and the potential connection with PED came about.
PED was introduced here in the United States in approximately May of 2013, and so actually here in the U.S. we haven't been talking about it for that long. It's a relatively new topic, but has a lot of people's interest at this point. And around January of 2014, people started to look at some of the research that's been conducted out in the field and observations in commercial production facilities that there might be a connection to feed or feed ingredients to act as a vehicle for PED transmission. And really it was after some of the early introductions and acknowledgments in the field, and then different people coming together to communicate what they're observing out there, that the connection was really made that feed could potentially transfer the PED to naive pigs. It's really important for us to remember and to understand that PED is not considered a zoonotic disease. And this means that it's not, or does not pose a direct risk to other species or to humans. And so ultimately what that means for you and me, that it's completely safe to go out and eat our bacon sandwich or eat our pork chop without the risk or the concern of any PED risk being transferred to the human population.
PED research is just one of the projects underway at the feed mill, but it's one that may have a huge impact in the swine industry. Reporting from Kansas State University, I'm Janelle Ost for This Week in Agribusiness.